Governor Sonko's move to, nominate a possible DP, not DP, but rather Deputy Governor. And this is a story that made headlines yesterday, and we're still talking about it today. It's on the papers, on the Daily Nation. It says Sonko got court rulings before cases were heard. Now, this is pointing to some concerns of certain influence that he may have had in the processes that were ongoing. Now, we're told here that according to the Anti-Corruption Commission, there has been an unmasking of a syndicate of suspected connivance with judicial officers to block cases filed against him from getting the full hearing. So we're just still talking about corruption and then tactics used to delay cases and therefore deny justice to victims include altering, hiding, and deconstruction of prosecution files by some elements allegedly known to him in the judiciary. So this is said to be something that's going to derail justice claims that could add to Sonko's trouble that he's also already facing right now.
Yeah, to some extent, but as I've said on this platform, Sonko still remains the governor of Nairobi. The ruling that stopped him from accessing the office did not take away his powers as the governor.
There's been a lot of debates about that.
These are powers that can only be removed by a form of, maybe being censored by the MCAs, or the way like what is going on now, MCAs debating, or being recalled by the voters. That's the only constitutional ways by which Sonko can be removed from the position of governor. So Sonko is still the governor of Nairobi, whether people like it or not. And if maybe the impeachment motion by MCS does not go through, and maybe the president does not feel like dissolving Nairobi and creating, having it go to election to elect another governor, Sonko will still remain governor till 2022. Now, on the issue of conversing with the court officials, this is something that has been going on, tricks, as in people have been talking about delayed rulings in courts. And, some people think is something that, is normal. They have normalized that the corruption in our courts. And I don't see why the Anti-Corruption Commission is coming in, because we need a serious sweep within the cleanup within the judiciary. There have been cases of file getting lost. You go you are called for, you have to appear in court today. You go there, you hear that the case has been moved, I don't know, next year. Then the file is not found, And these issues can only be addressed if we digitalize our courts and we digitalize our proceedings, court proceedings and files, so that everything is digital, as in we are moving to an era where manual storage of files and these other things is not going to be helpful, because many people have been affected by such syndicates. Cases, and it's only coming out because it's touching on Sonko.
Or a prominent figure.
Yeah, a prominent figure. But there are so many people out there whose cases have been in court for over 20 years. How do we come and try to address that, or address Sonko's issue before addressing what is already ailing the judiciary?
The judiciary system. So it points to a much deeper problem.
Yeah, it's a deeper problem that many Kenyans go through.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Even when we talk about the cases with cancer and you find that it has to affect someone in a prominent position before we are all up in arms.
We'll all get to hear about it. Like the case of former senator from Machakos, the incitement case. It has been in court for over 5 years, And this, when a case is delayed, then it's like injustice to the victims.
The victims.
And when there's injustice to the victims, then you don't expect peace.
It's true.
Because there cannot be peace without justice. And if our judiciary tries to expedite these processes, then